Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sweet. I like these.
That
These are
works.
nice. These are nice and comfy and everything.
Yep.
I see why you bought these. You got to give me a link to these. I might have to buy some. Is there a reason? Is there a reason why we don't have two of these? Can we run two of these?
I don't know if we can run two of them is the only issue that I have with it. What I can do is we can get a second pair, and if they don't work, I'll just have one permanently here and one at home. Then we always have that one.
Right. I
But
like these. These are comfy.
yeah.
Well, let me know what they cost, and I'll buy this pair.
Okay.
I won some money today. I can do it.
Yeah, I saw that. What'd you get? Like $800?
825. I hit
Nice.
270. First ticket I bought hit for 275. So I was like, cool. Bought another ticket, hit for 550.
Nice.
So really 805 because I'm out $20 for the ticket.
Yeah. Still.
Oh.
It was doing last night. It's taking forever to rewrite. Even after a spare tape, it's missing like a few pins or something. Hey, go down and check on lane 12. They said it's taking forever to rewrite. Might be another sequence.
All right. Oh, do you want a notepad, Steve? I got notepad up here for like keeping track of those scores and stuff on that pair.
You got one down here, the one that we used yesterday.
Oh, that's right. I did leave it down there. Okay, never mind.
The only thing I do need is a pen. I'll come up and grab one.
I'll give you a good one. Huh? Right. I figured you didn't have it on yet.
Yeah, we don't even have anybody watching yet. Should probably go ahead
Oh,
and pull it up on
let
my
me
phone.
pull that up and share it. Yeah, you may be doing this whole one. Riley just texted me and said she's running late, so.
All right. That's fine. Of course, the week that you need her to be early, she's late.
So I'm texting Casey here and telling her about that money. I sent the pictures of him.
Yeah.
And so she said, "Oh, cool, we got more vacation money." I said, "Well, I'll give you 275 of it. We'll put toward vacation." Jokingly, really. And then she said,
Yeah.
"What happened to you? What's yours is mine?" I'm typing her back now. I said, "I'm splitting it with you. You get one winning ticket, I get the other."
That's just like, what was it? Oh yeah, that's right. That was our city money that I gave to her, and you got all mad at me because I gave her your city
Right.
money winnings.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to remind her of that. You got my city winnings money, and I earned that.
You what?
I worked hard for that money.
Yeah.
It's frozen on here. Do we know? Oh, never mind. No, it's not.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it make a difference if we start, but 13's not giving a full rack. Just a couple pins here and there.
What?
Tyler, check on 13.
Oh.
It's not wanting to give a full rack. Steve got money for me, so he's got $10 for both of us.
Yep. I got them down here. I figure I got the 15 tickets. You can have the 5.
Did you already share this to the Northwest page?
Yes.
Steve,
Yeah. What? Can you not hear me?
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Turn it off, back on again.
Huh?
Turn it off and back on again.
All right, you waited, guys, and you get in. Got about a minute and a half. Got about 90 seconds to get a drive.
Hear me now?
Yep. I could hear you before. You just couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay.
So when that starts to happen, if I just give you some kind of signal, that's what you got to do. It was doing that last time periodically.
Okay. Did you share it to the Northwest page already?
Yes.
3. Is that tea or coffee? Yeah, 3. Here you go, baby. What's going on, Trey?
Keep an eye on my partner down there, see what he ends up shooting this shift.
Yeah, Tony's not a bad little bowler.
No, he's a solid bowler. Plus, but I'll have to tell him after he gets done with 1 and 2, we're gonna have to go someplace else don't think it's gonna hook like that because they hook a lot more down there.
Need a dollar bill?
All right, folks, that's the end of practice. Good luck, good shooting, high scoring.
Ball on 2. Ball return on 2. Ball on 2.
All right, I'm gonna be taking us sound live.
Go ahead.
And we were sound live that whole time.
Oh, were we?
Yep, I forgot to mute us. So anybody watching? Yep, there we are.
Oops.
Oh well, we didn't say anything. Or actually, no, maybe I didn't. Maybe because I hear us. You got to turn your phone down.
Oh, I did turn my phone down. I forgot.
Yep.
I put it on mute or silent, and it didn't.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
that just silences the ringer, not
Ringer.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I
Well,
guess we were muted at the beginning. Maybe.
good morning, folks. Say that again, baby. In the hallway. Huh?
Oh,
I
it's
forgot to
not
do that.
set. It's not set on no tap. It's not set on no tap.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
My fault. Oversight.
Uh, uh, good morning there,
Sorry.
Danny.
Oversight.
We
My fault.
have
It should be on there now, but
31 teams right now there, Danny. So we're only one off of having one team per lane. Of course, now everybody's got to reset all their scores since someone forgot to put it on no tap. We won't say any Wayne's names, but
sorry.
yeah, it's a good turnout for 10:30. Hopefully, yesterday the 3 o'clock shift was actually the lowest turnout shift. We actually had few lanes with a few pairs had 3 teams on them yesterday at 12:30. Probably going to have that. Most of them may have 3 this today. I don't know of much going on. We'll have to see how many we do end up getting. We do have just to go ahead and run down this. Obviously, as same as yesterday, we do have 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 as our feature pairs today. We've got Andy Gartman and Clay Gartman bowling on lane 9. Got Christina Lakes and Andrew Gross bowling on lane 10. So they'll be going back and forth. Those of you look closely down there at the bottom of the screen, you can probably catch Brad Rose there getting ready to bowl on 11. He is bowling with Ty Cumberland. Got Tony Setters and Chris Young bowling there on that pair as well.
Listen, the fact that you told people to look down to find is rude, sir.
Brad knows we just having fun with him. So when he watches this later, Brad, yeah, we're just having fun. He's happy now. He's thrown 2 strikes. Give him a little bit, he'll get upset. What? I said you're happy right now. You've thrown 2 strikes. Yeah. He doesn't have a 4 out like he did yesterday. Yeah. It'll be second game. When it randomly jumps 6 boards on you. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and actually run down. We got some numbers from yesterday. Like we were
Yep.
saying part of the day yesterday, they didn't feel quite as high as in years past. Now, granted, it was the first day, so there is that kind of playing into it a little bit. We definitely still have a lot more time for these scores to get higher. But your leaders after yesterday were Mary Bowman and Carlton Thomas at the 1699. So while that is still an extremely high number for any type of tournament, that is lower than what we were expecting to see ourselves for that.
For that 9-pin no tap, you're
Yep.
correct. Last year it was, and in years past, it took 1740, 1750 to win this thing. So
Yep.
we got some. We're starting to see some more. I hate to use that term, more powerhouse teams in here. Some teams in here that can put up some really good numbers.
Yeah.
Is what I mean by that. So down on my end down here, I'm standing down here at the front desk because our desk help isn't here yet today. But down here on 1920, we got William Ziegler, Ricky Hayes bowling together. Where was hold on. Will Bates is down here with JP4. Brian Brewer with Andrew Pride. There's a bunch of scratch bowlers who are starting to team up together on this. Shannon Ziegler and Chris Brown are going to make another big run. They made a good run yesterday. Blake Shelton, Jeremy Sacconi's teamed up this shift.
Yep.
Brad Ingram and Corey Jish is down here on 17 and 18. Expect them to put up some good numbers. Yeah, this is you're starting to see, and you'll see it more next weekend. Some of these more scratch teams show up, and once they see a number and know a number, they're going to go for a number. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, this really the number you're going for is 900. I mean, really, that's what you come in here hoping to shoot. If you're thinking of winning this thing, that's your goal to come in here and shoot 900. Obviously, anything less than that can still work, but it just gets tougher. I did just ask how many teams we did have yesterday. They're checking on that for me because we just have
Well,
the
it should
top,
be.
but we
Oh,
only
they
have the
only
top
gave you the
50. Yeah, they're just the first page, but
right
because I
on the
know
other
that.
side of that door, Steve, is the full list.
Yeah, I think she's running in to do that, but
Yeah.
my guess is probably based on what I remember from yesterday, probably around 60, maybe 75 teams or something like that. So I'm going to guess maybe top 7, top 8 teams we'll say are getting paid right now, which for that, I mean, we're sitting right around 16-20 is top 8 after yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
that's what we kind of
yeah.
figured would be a cash line.
Yep. 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 Now Brad's upset.
Uh-oh.
8-1. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, he's waiting for desk help. Yeah. See, even Brad's making fun of himself, so we're allowed to keep doing it.
There you go.
He's over. He's like, yeah, I'm going solo. Solo, you can't see me. Oh, tie. I'm gonna check that door real quick. I'm not sure that they're figured that number out.
Yeah, they posted the updated scoring list this morning on the tournament office door. So if you're showing up and you want to see what it is, as soon as you walk in the door there, it's posted on the inside part of that tournament office door.
All right. Yep. Looks like we had about 80, just over 80 teams yesterday. So let's go ahead and try and beat that today. I know we already have more this shift than we had at 10:30 yesterday. So that was correct in that we do have, it looks like, top 10, 83. Okay. Yep. So right at that. So yeah, right now the cash line is sitting at 1620, which is interesting enough. Mr. Brad Rose, who's bowling on the pair with us in front of us here. Brad Rose and Josh Pickett managed to get to that 1620 number.
Yeah, and as more teams show up, that number may drop a hair. Like we had figured, the 1600 mark
Yep.
will be the
Yeah.
anywhere from 1600 to 1650 is going to be that mark to shoot to get
Yeah.
that cash line.
Yeah, and then the crossover doubles, they had 51 entries there. That is also paying 1 in 10. And that the leader on the crossover doubles is actually lower than the main entry, which is interesting. But that is sitting currently at 1676. And so in order to be cashing on that top 5, you're looking Adderley Taylor and Will Bates at 1639. So first place is lower on that, but the cash line is higher. So that's just where that's currently sitting.
Yeah, some of that crossover is a little bit of luck. You got to get in with somebody who you feel like's going to bowl well.
Yep.
And sometimes both can be on either ends of the house, and
Yeah.
Ben's got next, he says. So,
Yes,
Ben,
he
you
does.
coming up bowling the next shift?
Got 2 more shifts.
Like we were talking about, this is the 10 o'clock shift. We got to start it a couple minutes late. We do have another shift at 12:30 and then one at 3 o'clock today. Steve himself is going to be bowling the 12:30 shift. Are we going to try to get you on a TV pair down there?
I may ask them to just try and get me at least somewhere between 7 and 14, so I'm not just trying to completely get on the live stream, but at least be close enough to where if something does go off or whatever, and you need my help on something, I can jump in. That way, at least so I'm not sitting all the way down there on like 31, 32, and something goes wrong, I got to try and run down here.
Yeah, I think I got it handled now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but the second you say that, that's when something new
You're
pops
right.
up. Yeah.
Knock on wood on that. You're right. You are correct. Well, Steve, while you're down there and you got the list of it, go ahead and run through and thank those sponsors for us, buddy.
Yeah, we've got our sponsors for this. We have Battleground Bowlers Association, and we have Builder Tournaments, Turtle Brew Company, who will be. Are they going to be here today?
From what I understand, they are supposed to be here at some point today to give out some samples again.
Nice. Yeah.
That's what I've heard. You can't quote me on that.
Yep.
But that's what I've been told they were going to be back at some point today.
Then after that, once some nice little samples come in, potentially, don't hold us to that. Then we have Lakeview Garden Center and Landscaping. We've got Skyline Chili. You all know that, love it. Then you've got Collier's Plumbing. They helping to make this a great tournament, and helping to get to that $2,000 guaranteed on top.
Christopher Young. Sorry, Steve.
No, you're fine. We got that's right now. We're doing a little bit of remote work here, as you could say. We got Wayne is currently working the desk while I'm down here sitting in behind lane 11, working on that, seeing what we can get while we wait for some more desk help to get in this morning. Doing some work down there. We got ourselves a front 7 here with Joseph. See if he can. All right. So yeah. So I guess Christopher Young is not bowling with Tony Setters. That is the name on the back of his jersey. But maybe it's Joe Setters and he goes by his middle name. I'm not sure. But we will see, I guess. See what when that name pops back up there. But trying to look around here. I am seeing another possible no tap 300 down lanes 3 and 4 down there. It looks like Jerome got himself a nice little game going. Brad Ingram. Oh, we've got an entire pair with the front 6 down here with Brad Ingram and I'm going to guess Corey Dish. Yep. Willie Dean and Mark Miller. Not entirely sure how Mark convinced Willie to bowl with him, but worked out for them. Ricky Hayes is actually sitting down here on the front 5 and natural. Miles Harrigan just off of the screen here on 14 has the front 8 natural. He is bowling with Trayvon Johnson, who is not bowling as we would expect Trayvon to bowl, but he'll get it back. See what can happen here.
Sorry about that.
No, all good. You got to do that
have.
work.
I'm going to bring it up now. We have a power pair.
Yep, I just
pair
mentioned
of
that.
lanes. Did you mention it? 17 and 18.
I also was trying to figure out how much Mark had to pay Willie to bowl with him.
I may have to sneak down there and see how much handicap them guys are getting, and I'll kind of keep track of that up here for you. Let me sneak down there.
Yep.
Oddly enough, both of those teams are getting the same amount of handicap, 9 pins each.
Interesting. That's a good way to start off. Also, just as a note, I did mention and pointed out, it looks like, well, Ricky, and he's still got 300, but it's not a natural any longer. But you got Miles Harrigan down here on a front 9 natural going. And he is going to be finishing on lane 14. So, while we may not be able to fully see that on the screen, like you will still see his ball go rolling down the lanes here in just a second here on 14. So we do have that.
Something.
So we will see what's going on here. We do have, they are getting ready to record that. Going up. Did you see it coming in through the screen there? Oh, wow. So that was a natural 300 on pace. And like we saw a few times yesterday, those natural 300s, when they had them going there, they didn't even quite get the no tap 300. It's like when you miss it, I guess you miss it just enough.
Yep. Yeah, they can't even get tapped on it.
Yep.
So speaking of tap, Willie Dean did get tapped down here himself. He's got he
Yep.
left the 2.5. Is that 2.5? I got a bad angle myself over here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And it looks like the other Brad just what
Brad
is that?
Ingram himself just left
Yeah.
at 2.7.
2.7. Yep.
So
Yep.
both of those teams fall off of the 600 pace down here. We still do have Corey and Brad whiffed his spare. Corey
Oh,
and
wow.
Mark still have 300 going.
Yep. Yeah, my partner down there just for next shift just shooting a ho hum 290. That's what I like to see.
There you go.
Brad's just, there you go. Brad's still just trying to shoot his 266. He's still shaking his head because he knows he threw that one split.
Anybody out there watching and listening, Steve is going to be bowling that next shift. Anybody wants to sit in the booth with me next shift and you're in the area, come on down. I'll gladly sit and talk bowling with you.
Yep. Run at it. Got some stores, teams finishing up here. We got.
While you guys are in the area too as well, stop by, swing by. These guys are putting off a lot of raffle. They got gift basket raffles down on the low end, down past the tournament office. I know there's a laundry basket, gift basket down there. It's got some laundry detergent, things like that in it. Pepsi dropped off 2 big cases of pop. So Pepsi's got a basket down there to give away. Skyline Chili dropped off a gift basket that includes this year's Crosstown Shootout basketball in it. Some gift cards, hats, things like that in there. Turtles Brew also has a gift basket they dropped off with some samples and pouches of their beverages. And then they also have a Hammer Dark Web they are raffling off down there. So you can stop in and get any one of those raffle tickets. They run split the pots on every shift. So you not even bowling, you can stop in, help, support, and buy some raffle tickets. And all of this money is going towards the Queen City TNBA runs a scholarship program, and that's what this tournament is for. It is there to raise money for their scholarship program. They give away college scholarship every year, and that scholarship doesn't have to do anything with bowling. They don't have to bowl in college, anything like that. It is primarily focused on their secondary education for these kids. While I can't exactly see, well, I can on the screen what's going on 9, 10, and 11, and 12 down there. Down here, we still do have Mark Miller. He's got the front 9. Corey has the front 9. Willie's stepping up now. He's maxing it. He's going in his 10th frame with a 278 possible. We also have Ricky Hayes down here on 19. He's got the front 8.
Just was checking some handicap there.
Dodd, what is Dodd's last name? Dodd Jones is also down here. Well, he had the front 8. He just baby split 3 10s.
So we have a 491 for Chris and Joseph, or Tony. Still not entirely sure what his name is, but we'll say Tony because that's what I'm going to go with that because that's what's on his shirt. Even though the screen says Joseph, but there are people who go by their middle name. I don't know. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
It also makes it real fun when you're doing stuff with your dad when your first and last name is the same and you're trying to register for USB-C things.
Right.
I finally did end up changing that in the system, so now I actually am Steve Lawson in USB-C, so that makes it a little easier for us.
Right.
And then it wasn't helpful because our USB-C numbers were one number apart, so that made it even more confusing.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I still have to double look when you guys Venmo me for the ball raffles and stuff to make sure
It's
you,
all
not your
me.
dad.
It's all me. Yeah. He doesn't have Venmo. I have to send it, but if not, I'll comment that it's him instead of me. 441 for them, which will be so 491 for Chris and Tony, and 477 for Brad and Ty. Right now,
That's
Chris.
not a bad start. That's with their handicap down there
That
as
is
well.
with their handicap, correct? Yeah.
We do have Willie did finish off for 278.
Very
Brad
nice.
did strike out as well. He got his 266.
You see
So
Mark and Corey still trying to finish theirs out.
Each one of these guys only have one 9-pin strike, so
Yep.
they're bowling well today.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. That Mark throwing is that the new hammer? Looks like
It
from
looks
down
like
here.
it does look like the hammer new, yeah. The
New in you.
Looks like he has put a lot of surface on it as well.
Well, yeah, anytime Mark bowls, he whips out his 2000 pad right before he starts and just wipes whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, it feels like. Even shiny balls, he still seems like half the time he'll whip out his 2000 and just start rubbing on it.
Oh, Corey with stone 9, but he'll take the strike for it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Brad's not too thrilled. He went through the face again and left
Mark. Oh.
4-6. Oh.
Mark gets a.
Does it come
Mark
in light?
leaving slight, and he goes 2-4-5. 7 count for him.
Yep.
So it's a 287 max for him.
Yep. That'll still get them a very solid first game there, though.
Absolutely. But I think it'll give Corey and Brad a 1-pin lead if Corey can finish off here after game 1. Oh, Mark chopped it. So it'll be a 3-pin lead. So that's 285 for Mark. It's a 563 plus their 9 is a 572 for them.
That's you want to start out that way. Granted, you don't like the way that ended if you're Mark, but just bounce back. Know that, it is what it is. Jump back on and go back. Shoot 3 next game.
All right, strike right here from Corey for a 575 start for these guys. There you go. Take it. Lazy flat 10, but he'll take it. That's off to a good start down here. I know it's off camera for you guys down on the live stream, but
still, that's what you get to watch and stare at.
That's what I'm staring at, and I'm just trying to describe it to you the best I can.
And getting those numbers in, because both of them are making a run at that leader, really. So That's the thing to kind of keep an eye on there.
Yeah, and speaking of those leaders, that 1699 that was yesterday. We said it yesterday, but huge shout out to Carlton Thomas, who gave a big run at 900 for that yesterday.
Yep.
He had the first 33 and just missed on the first ball in the 10th, and finally fell off his strike run.
Yep. Still was.
Him and Mary Bowman. Mary stepped up in that last game and threw some big clutch shots, knowing she had to put up a big number because she struggled a little bit that first game, only shooting 190.
Yep.
So for her to step up in that second and that third game in the heat of that moment, knowing what they were going for, kudos to both of them.
Oh yeah. Bowled really well. And really, that's the crazy thing too. Like we talked about with this tournament, and also just in bowling in general. When you miss is as important as if you not as if you miss, but when you miss is gonna change a lot of things because, like we just said, Carlton threw 33 straight strikes. He missed once. Yep.
Dodd. Sorry.
See, it looks like Wayne's getting something going here. Get back onto that story here in just a second. No worries.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
I got to remind myself to hit that mute button before I start talking to people down here.
No, you're all good. So, but yeah, so I mean, Carlton had that front 33, missed a strike, still made the spare, moved on, and ended up with like 877, and still wasn't high on the day. So
No,
he threw 33
he wasn't.
So I think high on the day was 887 by JP4 yesterday.
Yep.
Going 287 to 297, 290, and 300. Yeah. So I mean, that right there is your. I don't think they do singles, but that is. I mean, you still like to know that you threw the best because if you do singles, you know somebody is going to shoot a 900 in this. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when.
Yep. We got a couple guys down here that are going to try to give a run at it. Like we talked about Corey Jish. We have Ricky Hayes right here on 19 and 20. He's got front 11. Only 2 of them are 9-count strikes. Ricky's one who can give a run at 900 during regular league. So I would be shocked if Ricky wouldn't put up huge numbers in no time. What do we got going on right there? Or what is that, 13 and 14, or is that 15 and 16?
That is 13 and 14. We have front 5 for all but one person now, so she gets this one here. You got front 5 on the pair. We're all involved.
And a bunch of those are regular. So Mustafa and Miles are all natural front 5s.
Yep. Diane getting another one. That's another natural. So we've got 20 strikes and 2 are a tap. That is it.
That's pretty good bowling down there on 15, 13 and 14.
Get some numbers here.
Hey, you know what the list for you to be bowling?
So kind of reversal of roles here from yesterday. 9 and 10 is smoking 11 and 12 to start off here. Christina and Andrew are getting a 100 pins a game, so that is quite a bit there. But they did manage to shoot about a 440 scratch that first game, getting them to 542 for the first game. And then the father-son duo of Andy and Clay getting themselves a 496 scratch and 527 with their handicap. So
Clay and Andy, we are very accustomed to watching and seeing.
Oh yeah.
They are here just about every Sunday for the sweepers. Got to be hugely fun for them two to finally get a bowl together.
I think we got a bowl on 14. It's I forget what you guys call that. I always want to say 180.
We call that a pile up.
Pile up. That's right.
180 are Brunswick machines.
I know it's because Brunswick and AMF, but I worked in a at 15 and a half, I worked at a Brunswick house, so it will always be a 180 to me, no
I
matter how many
understand.
times you say pile up.
I understand. We know what you mean here at an
Yep.
AMF house
Yeah.
when you say we have a 180. And for anybody who's watching and doesn't understand that, that is mechanical term in the back. When the sweep runs at that position when it's stuck down,
Yep.
it has degree marks of its motion. So it is at 180 degrees
Yep.
stuck in that position right there on a Brunswick machine.
Yes.
On an AMF machine, it is not exactly 180 degrees right there, so that's why we don't call it a 180.
Yeah.
It's not 180 degrees there for us on an AMF machine.
Yep.
It is on Brunswick, so that's why they call it 180s and we call it pile-ups.
But really, it's ultimately the same
It's the
problem. You
same
don't have
problem,
enough
yeah.
pins in the deck for it to drop them, so you got to go in and figure out why it doesn't have pins in the deck. I'm trying to remember because I know what the Brunswick machines have the arm that moves to each individual spot. How does the and then there's the AMF is the one that has like the round where it just drops them in the round circle and then they drop into the spots, or how's that look back there? Giving some behind the scenes looks there. I think Wayne might be talking to somebody. He went silent on me. Should be coming back here in just a second. Even though it has been over 20 years, I still know what the stuff looks like in the back on a Brunswick machine. I could probably even still go back and fix a 180 on a Brunswick machine if I needed to. I haven't done it in 20 years, but I bet I could do it. Anybody who's been bowling a long time, they all know kind of, I think a lot of them have worked it or at least seen bowling, seen what goes on behind the scenes there.
All right, sorry about that, Steve. Yeah, I was helping out the bartender. To answer your question, it is a table back there, so it's not the basket like Brunswick machines.
Yep.
There's a large flat table and a distributor arm that pretty much sets them in place. The table is the shape of the traditional diamond or triangle back there, and pins are slid into that table, and then pin cups actually, when it distributes, it'll drop into a pin cup, and the pin cup just kind of rotates them down into place and sets them.
Yep.
So,
yeah, so that's what I was thinking of, was that pin cup, because I know at least where I worked at Stones, the arm moved to each individual spot and set each pin into each individual spot in the
on a table, yeah.
on a table, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Brunswick machines have that round basket that constantly rotates, and then it drops them into their triangle shape that's already set vertical, yeah. I'm not big on the technical terms of the mechanics.
Yeah, I'm not either. So that's what Brunswick has?
Brunswick has that basket.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So where I worked did not have a basket. They still called it a 180. So maybe I'm not entirely sure then what they had. That makes things interesting.
Well, you may have had somebody who worked on a Brunswick machine for a long time calling it a 180 and just so used to it then.
Yeah, the whole house, that's what we always called it. I do remember that, but yeah. So yeah, I could actually probably go back here and I could probably fix a pile up. If it's the same. Oh, we do have, once again, the Joseph Tony situation. Still not sure. One of these times I'm actually going to catch it when he's up and see what it is. Is it Joseph Setters? You typed him in. Do you remember?
I was talking to Brad down here about what is going on 13 and 14. He was down here bragging about it. What was the question?
I was if Joseph, is it Joe Setters here on 11 and 12 or Tony Setters? Like, because his name on the back of his shirt says Tony Setters, and I've only ever seen Joseph on the screen. I never actually catch his last name when he's bowling.
It's Setters, yeah.
Okay, so it is probably that he's going by his middle name. Tab, I appreciate the offer, but I'm good. I'll stay behind the booth.
Tab said you're hired.
Yeah.
Tab is one to ask. He will know more of those
Yeah, those technical
mechanical,
terms.
technical terms for what the parts are back there.
Yeah. Like you said, I'd just call it a basket. All that, like whatever.
Yeah. I'm bad about telling these young guys, just go fix the thingamabob.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, really, the more that I look at these come down, this looks more like what they did use at Stones back in. We're talking 2002. So it's been a minute.
Yeah, William, if the pin setters like ours above the pins say AMF, that's where you're gonna know.
Yeah.
We were AMF machines, and if they were Brunswick machines, they
Probably
would clearly
would
say
say
Brunswick
Brunswick,
machines.
but I don't know that it said back then, but I can't remember for sure. Again, we're talking, we are talking over 20 years ago.
Tab may know too. Tab, do you know if Stones has AMF or are they a Brunswick house? I never paid attention when I did bowl there. I didn't really much pay attention.
And at 15 and a half, you don't know to ask any question like that either. You just go work on whatever they tell you to go work on.
All right. That's not normally something when I go into a house to bowl that I.
No. The only thing I will I'll look at the lanes. I'll see if they have those markers down lane, because that will definitely give me an idea, because I want to know what kind of surface I'm bowling on.
Right. That I want to know, but not the machine.
Yeah, the machine don't really matter.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're really, really into it, you want to know what kind of oil machine they're using, because that can play a factor in how they work too, how the lanes roll and the oil patterns. But to your point, how the pins go from the falling over to getting set up really doesn't impact how your scores. Tab hasn't been there 20 years either. He didn't remember. So you may have been there when I was working, Tab.
Tab's been everywhere when we were working. Tab's older than dirt, and
yep,
he was old back when you were working there at 15. So.
Oh yeah. Oh man, to be 15, yeah. I was a annoying 15-year-old too, I'm sure. Like
every 15-year-old's annoying.
Exactly.
I was annoying too. I have that discussion with my wife all the time. That
oh yeah.
I don't. But I look at these 15 and 16-year-olds now, and I go, I don't remember being that annoying. I'm sure I was, but I just I don't remember being that.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's just it. I mean, I was a porter and a ball runner essentially when I worked there. I'd run back and get easy calls. I wasn't a mechanic, but I could get ball returns and pile ups, 180s, whatever you want to call it, and clean up between shifts, all that. Well, what ended up causing me to leave that job, and it's looking back, it's like, no, I was a porter. I probably should have done that, but I chose not to. Somebody had thoroughly clogged a toilet, and I was told to go plunge it and clean it out. And I said, no, that was not in my job description, which looking back, it probably was in my job description, but.
All right, hang on, Steve. We got split the pot tickets I got to announce, so keep an eye on those.
There we go. Go ahead and get these numbers. See if we can get our numbers here. We do have like we said, we got Tony here going for a 300. Oh, Brad getting away with one there. Nope. Wayne did not pull our number. He needs to pull our number. Or he's. There we go. Maybe we'll get this one. Yep. Nope. Wayne, you fail. I see. One of the workers winning it there. The second place, at least. I don't think they won first place, but. Oh gosh, Brad really won the jackpot.
Dominique.
Dominique got second. Brad got first.
Yeah. Well, is that Brad or is that Beth's
I'm not
ticket?
sure. Well,
Brad's
if you
raising
ask,
his hand.
well, that's what we said. It's yep. Beth's saying she chose the ticket, so it should be her money.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. I do. Hold on. I got to announce who won, so it'll be Beth's money.
There you go. Oh, yep. Brad bought the tickets, but somehow Beth ends up with the money. But that's how it works, like we talked about earlier.
Hey, he
Wayne,
shouldn't have made. He shouldn't have made.
he shouldn't have had her go up and get it. She came up and collected. She had the ticket in her hand. She took the envelope. So to me, that's her money.
Yep. Hey, after all that smack they were talking about the money I won this morning and my wife.
Yeah.
Whose pocket's that money in, Steve?
Yep. I'm sure Brad might argue because they're just engaged, so they ain't married yet. So it isn't a what's mine is yours yet. Maybe that's the excuse Brad's gonna get to.
All right, just keep pace with what
Yeah,
everybody's watching
we
down
said
here.
just not yet because they said with Wayne was
Brad
yeah.
Ingram. Brad Ingram went 8 out the first frame, and he's got next 7.
Oh,
So
there
he's
you
got
go.
a 278 max. Corey has the front 7, stepping up in the 8th. Willie Dean has the front 8. Mark has fallen off pace a little bit in the beginning of this game, had to make a little adjustment. So he's back on striking terms now, though. So he's got 67 in the 4th. That can max him out for a 247, I think. Yeah, 247 for him. How about him?
Yeah, Brad and Ty there getting to a 568 with their handicap. That's a big jump for them. Chris and Tony getting to 517 there. So that now puts them at Chris and Tony at 1008, and Brad and Ty are sitting at 1045. So still in position potentially. I mean, like we're saying, that 1620 was the cash line. So if Brad and Ty can pull something big out here, they have a shot at it. Chris and Joseph will, even if they can get that perfect game, will still come up just a hair short of that 1620. But like we said, as you get more bowlers, those numbers move around. They could eke themselves into a casher spot if they can be perfect here. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Brad managed to shoot he joined the Wayne Arthur Club with his 279 no tap.
Hey, that's
There you
not
go.
easy to do, folks.
No, it's not.
But did he call it after the first frame?
I do not believe he did.
I tell people all the time, I called mine, though.
Yep.
I did the same thing Brad did. I went 8-1 over at Fairfield Lanes, and as soon as it was over with, I turned around and told I was bowling with Jimmy Ryan.
Yep.
I told Jimmy, I said, I'm shooting 279 in a no tap. Watch.
Well, that's fine. You shot a 279. I shot a 153 that same time. So
I wasn't going to bring that up. I wasn't going to bring that up, Steve.
Yep. Yeah, so I have the luxury of, and that's not like that was a long time ago either. That was a few months ago. I managed a 153 and a no tap. But
while you're down there with Brad, I'll never forget a story. We have Brad's dad was bowling a no tap, the great Terry Rose.
Yep.
Ask Brad what he shot and then let that announce, because it's kind of comical how he struggled that day.
Brad is not remembering this story. He's saying it was low, but he doesn't necessarily
was
remember the number.
It was in the 500s. I want to say he shot 540 or 550.
Yeah,
Terry, you're gonna
yeah,
watch this later. Let us know what you
yeah.
shot.
He said Terry. He's saying he think it was like 550 or something. Yeah,
That's what I thought. I thought it was in the 550s.
yeah. You quit. Oh, yeah. Brad said if he shoots 500 in no tap, he would quit. I'm not. I think I did break 6. Even when I shot my 150, I did still break 6. Honestly, at the end of that, I think I started shooting two-handed because again, it's no tap, so it's unsanctioned. I think I ended up shooting 250. No, actually, it didn't matter that it was sanctioned because it was. I shot the 153 the second game. I walked down to your pair because you were on the pair with Mark and
Yes.
Ty, I think. I walked down to that pair, stole one of Mark's bowling balls, went back up and shot 243, I think, with one of Mark's bowling balls two-handed.
I remember that. I do remember that.
That was when now granted, if you're a bowler, you can bowl on anything, but that was within the first week or two that Roll House had put in their brand new surfaces.
Yes.
And so I will, not a full excuse, but I will use that as a partial excuse, as their approaches were definitely new and their lanes were definitely new. That is all
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
on that.
Well, I'll elaborate on it because I did jokingly. I remember telling Lonnie Billiter after I threw my first couple of shadow balls. Lonnie was standing behind me, and I turned around and I jokingly told him, I said, "I see you guys went with the springboard model."
Oh yeah, there was that. Yeah, yeah, they definitely were bouncing. That's for sure. But it was the
Oh, I'm
thing that
sorry.
It was my hand. I dodged it.
you just hitting people up there. But yeah, on that one was a fun time.
Hey, Steve, just a
Yep.
side note here. The bartender is ordering Freddy's. You want anything?
I think I'm good for now. I had breakfast, so I'm not quite hungry yet. But
All right.
I'll probably get something after the next show. I may just get something else. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, I had my arms up fixing the headset,
Yeah.
and I turned around and was putting my arm down at the same time, and the bartender was standing right there, and I almost elbowed
Yep.
her in the head.
Oops.
All right, so Brad finishes off with the back 11. He had 278. Brad Ingram down here, guys. I'm still watching.
So he couldn't get
17 and 18.
He couldn't get 279. No,
No,
tap.
he went 8 out.
Yeah.
Willie, oh, there you go. Willie's got 300 himself, so Willie fires a 300 game too.
Yep. So the talk earlier of Chris and Tony, they will not be getting to a casher spot, but still going to have a solid set here.
Corey Jish is up in the 10th down here on 17. He did open in the 9th. He went 8-1.
So that eliminates one of the 6. That eliminates a 900 run.
Yep. Ricky Hayes is still on it. He has front 6 down here on 19 and 20.
Did anybody else have, who else had 3 that first game, or was it just Corey and Ricky that you saw?
Just what I saw, yeah, is Corey and Ricky. Mark had a chance at it, fell off late.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mark's struggling still. He opened in the 9th. He has 182 in the 9th, so strikeout here for 212.
Yeah.
That'll put them at a 512. So he's going to need it to at least try to get them into a casher spot.
Yep. Joel's sitting up there at 584. Andrew Pride is on 900 watch. He has 600 through 2. So that is one. I'm not sure what lane he's on, but he is sitting at 600 through 2.
Andrew's down here on 29 and 30. So he's bowling with Brian Brewer. What
Clarence Garner's sitting on 600 after 2. I'll see what Brian shot. Brian, oh no. Let's just say that Andrew and Brian are not necessarily going for a casher spot.
Oh no, that bad, huh?
Yeah, we'll just say they're not at 1,000 after 2. That's all we need to say.
Brian, I'm gonna say it. Brian's
Yep.
gonna struggling to beat
Brian's
Terry.
trying to catch Terry. Yeah.
Yeah, Brian might not shoot Terry's score.
Yep. Who is Clarence bowling with? Or wait, no, it's Team 25. So if I just find Team 25,
He is bowling with Tracy Wallace. I can.
I'm not seeing Tracy Wallace on my list.
She is here, so she has 217, 239. Clarence also has 300, 300.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. So I'm not sure if they get any handicap or not, but they could be.
I'm sure they do. Tracy was on a watch yesterday, so we were watching her yesterday. She gets some.
Yep.
I'll try to find out.
Yep. Yeah, because they're sitting at 1,056. Clay and Andy sitting here bowling still, seeing what they can get to. They're still finishing up game 2 there. Yeah, we're trying to see what some of these scores are. Seeing some of these high scores coming out the gate here. Three people trying to make a run at that 1,700 number. Tony's down here about to, if he can finish his off, he'll shoot 868. The solid score. Reed's a little under that, so we'll go from there.
So Tracy gets Tracy gets 16 a game.
Okay.
Let me relook at those scores real quick, and I'll tell you what.
So Tracy, I did see her. So she's getting 16 a game. That's 32 after 2, so that puts her up to 488. So 488. So they're sitting at 1,000. So 1,088. They're still. We saw some 1100s after 2 yesterday. So they're still down a little bit. But
Yeah,
still.
but they're still well within a hunt of that.
Oh yeah. And it's how are you able to see what Andrew or
Clarence did come off his 900 run.
Okay.
He went strike 6 spare, and he has the next 4. So he
Okay.
has 276 on pace. Tracy's bowling better this game. She went 7 spare, 8 spare, 3 bagger now.
Okay.
Andrew is still front 3. Brian has righted the ship. He is front 3.
Nice.
That whole pair, 29 and 30, is all on
It's
the
all
front, 3.
3. Yep. Yeah, so we may not be able to pull it up on a camera, but maybe if he gets down there, maybe we can get our
I can
wireless. Yeah, we can get our phone cameras if we're seeing somebody going for that 900. We're still trying to wait for that first one in this, so we'll get that on screen for you guys. If we get there. So we'll see what happens there. We do have 9 and 10 finishing up game 2, like I had mentioned before. See what we can get those scores out to you. Like I said, 11 and 12 apparently took offense to them not leading and beating 9 and 10. Them going from 490s and 470s to 5 teens and 560s. That was a big turnaround for them.
Last time we did this for the BMB, we've seen one pair be better than the other, and we're seeing that again here. 9 and 10, the score's just not quite as high on 9 and 10 as they are 11 and 12 consistently. So Terry Rose is watching.
He can say it if he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were looking at. I think they're rounding the corner with 1088, so I'm down here with Jermaine Kahn.
Yep.
Andrew Pride down there's got 900 going.
Clarence does. Ricky's still got 900 going. I think that's it. I think it is Ricky, or yeah, just Ricky and Andrew at this stage.
Jermaine, what was
Got 373.
I'm also being told Joel Ray. I'm looking at it now. Joel Ray does have 600 turning a corner
I
with the
didn't
front
see
three.
that. I
I'm gonna
thought he
look.
missed something early.
Let me look and make sure. No, yeah, he did. No, he
Yeah,
don't. He's got 284 first game.
yeah. I thought I remembered seeing
Yeah,
he
he
was.
went
Yeah,
284, 300. So Jermaine thought he had 300,
yep,
but he does not.
yeah. And of the people who haven't finished game 2 yet, Ricky is the only one with a 3, and he's on front 8 down there.
You bowl bet. Terry said he bowls better when he's watching.
Yeah.
Terry, we were all sitting here reminiscing on your stellar performance in your 9-pin no tap one year. I believe that was what a league, one of your league year-in 9-pin no tap tournaments. Would you care to elaborate on your score for that one, Terry? Just Brian Brewer does have front 6. Andrew Pride front 6. JP 4-wheel Bates both have front 5. They are stepping up for their attempts.
So yeah, this 9 through 12 just got real interesting there. Christina and Andrew shooting a 475 to get them to 1017. Andy and Clay shooting a 510 to get them to 1037. Like I had mentioned, Chris and Tony were at 1008, and Brad and Ty are sitting at 1045. And Brad and Ty were actually the low of the 4 teams on this pair after 1. So that big game 2
Big turnaround for them guys.
pushed them up into first there for this pair. Again, like we're saying, this doesn't necessarily mean they're going to cash or anything else, but of the feature pair, they are currently leading that. But either way, looking at it, I don't know. Well, I guess people still could, but currently of our live stream pair, maybe that's something we do in some of these in the future, Wayne. We can talk about it. But if we are live streaming something like this, maybe the highest team or something, we can do something.
Absolutely, I'm
Yeah.
down for it.
Yep. We can start doing that in the future. We're doing some long weekend thing, and you end up on the live stream pair. You get your chance. Highest team total on a live stream pair wins something. We'll think on that, and as we get through, maybe we'll put something together for the win cash and win weekend. Do something with that one.
Absolutely, we'll do something with those. So.
Yep. Because as of right now, we have Bontre and Shannon are currently the highest total of anybody that has been on the live stream with 1667. Which really anybody, Brad, nobody on 11 and 12 is going to get there. Andrew and Clay could get there, but they were going to need. Yeah. So yeah, get this. That's kind of fun. If Andy and Clay shoot 600, that will get them to 1668 to beat Montre and Shannon by 1 pin. And obviously, Christina and Andrew have the opportunity, but they have a lot of handicap, so they would just need to shoot a 449. Yeah, 449 scratches all Christina and Andrew need to take that lead.
All right, Terry apparently now has amnesia about that day. He was trying his best to forget it.
Actually, take that back. 549.
We do have Ricky down here. He's got the front nine. He's on another. He had 300 game one, front nine this game. Update down there on Andrew Pride. Andrew has the front seven. That whole pair has the front seven. We may
Wow,
have to
front
get.
seven for everybody. Yep.
Yep. Steve, if you want to get one of them boys right there a tripod and tell them to bring it down here, and I can get my
Hey,
phone set up.
Andrew,
Connor.
Connor. Yeah, there you go. We want to take that. Yep. Yep. We got.
Gary
It's
bringing
coming.
it up.
Yep. Gary's bringing it up for you.
Sweet. We're gonna get a camera down there on that entire pair.
If they keep it going, yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna Connor. I'm gonna have to turn my phone over into that, and so I won't be able to see comments here for a minute, guys. Hang on.
Yep. Yeah, we are. All right, we are, like we said, we are trying to work here to get a camera down on 29 and 30 to be chasing that 900 as well as a potential 1200 on a pair, which would be the first time we have seen that all day for sure. 17? Okay. Yep. So I will be close-ish to the live stream. However, I will be on a 17 and 18, which it's not my favorite pair in the house, but we'll still make a run at it because, like we were talking about earlier, last time we were live stream, we were doing 15 to 18. 17 and 18 seem to be the struggle pair, so we'll see what I can still do. Pull something out.
Well, the good news is you don't have to throw real strikes on that pair. You only got to knock
Yeah.
down 9.
Yeah.
You can keep checking on it. I got Connor down there with a camera
Okay.
on
Yep.
31 and 32. I don't know if it's a good view. I can't see now.
He can. I got it up. Well, yeah, you can't see. He's kind of moving it around right now.
Actually, let me pull my laptop up.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and keep it here for real quick. I got able to get Brad and Ty. See what they shot. 1, 3, 531. So plus 36 gets them to 567. So Brad and Ty were able to get themselves to 16-12 that game. And Chris and Joseph here 67047. And Chris and Joe kind of fell off there, getting themselves only to about a 14-15. Does look like we still have full fronts going on down here.
It is. We still have. So JP's got the front 11. He's up now, getting ready to throw.
We will get back down here to 9 and 10 here shortly, but we just want to go ahead and bring this up here to see. We've got potential 1200 pair going, as well as a 900, which would be the first one of the weekend.
Okay, yeah, I do got a live shot of that now. Well, it's not a live shot.
Yeah, you're a little delayed.
I'm a little delayed, but at least I can see it.
Yep. Oh, Brian, missed it there.
So Brian's the first one to miss there.
Yep.
That's okay. That's
Still a lot better than his first 2 games.
he would hate to see him be that guy, but
Yeah. Look, Connor brought me a iced coffee. He's so sweet. Nah, I don't drink coffee. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have Mr. Bates here trying to finish his out. Did JP4 finish his out? I can't quite see it.
JP did finish his out. He shot 300.
Yep.
So Will Bates does have front 10. He is up going for his 11th one.
And there's gonna be scratch. Will doesn't get any handicap, does he? Get a couple sticks.
No, no, he'll be scratched.
Okay. So do you know then what did they end up getting to, or can you see that?
That I can see if I watch it real quick. So he's got front 11.
Yep. All right, Andrew's stepping up here, trying to see what he can do, see if he can get. There he goes. He gets number 10. Or, well, really, we'll go ahead and call that number 34.
Yep.
So we have a new record holder for most consecutive strikes. 33 was what it was prior, so now we're sitting on 34. Enjoy, Terry.
All right, if Will finishes out his 300, they will be at
Finished
15.
out his 3.
He did finish it out.
Yes, he did.
So they got to 1536.
Oh, okay.
So not a stellar performance, but
Andrew
great performance in the last game.
35, and he gets number 35. So now we have one left for a perfect 900. And then Ricky finished his out, so he's still on pace for 9. Like we said, we'll keep a listen out there as well.
He's getting ready to throw his first one right here.
But
last one here.
Yeah, his last one. His first one, you're way behind.
Well, no.
Yeah. There we
Jermaine
go.
walked up and said first 900, so I was in the first mode.
He does get it.
Got 900 out of it.
I believe all 3 of those were full strikes too. I don't think there were any taps in the last 3
frame.
Yeah.
Might not have been.
Yep. So we have our first 900 of the weekend. Great job to Andrew Pride.
We got it.
And like we said, we do still have one other person on 900 watch. So we'll go ahead, now that we did finish that out, we'll go ahead and jump back here to our featured pair of 9 and 10. See what we can get to here, see how they can finish out. Andy and Clay are, like I said, they needed that perfect score to take the lead for the live stream on the weekend. So they did fall off. Andy did get an 8-1. But still, they could still make a run for high of this shift of these 2 pairs if they can finish this out. It does appear Christina and Andrew, I believe, have missed their mark because they did need a 549 to take the overall lead for the pairs. And they're not able to get there. Like I said, it's just now down to Andy and Clay to see if they can have high of this shift on these 2 pairs. Really, they could be working towards a casher spot if they could keep doing this.
Yeah. Oh, did your dad finish off with another 300?
Miles shot 746 natural, 747 with and no tap.
Good.
He's still going. He's in like the 7th or 8th.
Miles Harrigan, I think I just heard him say he shot 780. They say 780, 743 scratch, and like 744 no tap.
He shot 746
Scratch.
natural. If you take away his 9 counts and make them spares or whatnot, it was a 746 and a 748 or a 758.
Oh, nice.
With the no tap.
Yep.
So it wasn't.
He only
scratch
did
and his natural and his no tap were very, very close together. So yeah, he done them. Yeah, only time he missed was in the 10th frame.
Yep.
Or only time he got 9-pin tap.
Yeah.
Good bowling, bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard earlier, but I will be on 17 and 18. Or yeah, we said something about that. Never mind.
Oh, I figured that's what you were talking about.
Yep.
I caught the tail end of that.
Yeah. Good bowling, Andrew.
All right, we do have one other 900, I believe.
Yep.
One other 900,
Yeah.
and that's Ricky Hayes down here. He does have the front two naturally.
Yeah, and the fun thing on that is you'll be able to, if you want, you could probably just pull your camera up right at the desk and
Oh,
point it at it, but
I
later.
I have it already still set up for the
Yep.
IV cam, so it's just here. So
Yep. Andrew Clay still getting there, trying to throw
front
himself a perfect game at the end here.
front three naturally for
Ricky.
Ricky.
Yep. And just like yesterday, it looks like the person going for the 900 is going to be the last person throwing a bowling ball in this shift. At the pace they're at right now. Next shift. All right.
Anybody else other than Andrew?
Yep, we're still working on one.
Congratulate that young man, Andrew Pride. 900 series.
See what we can get here. Get Andrew throwing here. Oh, just chopping that split.
Sorry about. Was I unmuted that whole time?
No, I think you were good. If you were talking, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, if you want to try it now, I do have a camera angle on Ricky Hayes, so we can
All right.
watch
Yep.
his shots now.
See his. At least we'll keep you apprised of Ricky's shots. And once he takes this shot, we'll go ahead and jump back down here to 9 and 10. Keep that feature pair. Oh, that's still so. Front four just lost the natural streak there, but still going for that 900. We'll go ahead and jump back down here. Once Ricky steps back up there in the fifth, we'll send it back over to that pair. Like I was saying before, you got Clay here still trying to throw his perfect no-tap game. I do see that Brad fell off that game, and Corey still could shoot a 290 there for that with Mark in front of you. But I don't think any of them are really making a major run.
Satisfied with it though.
Let's see. How much? Just live streaming. Andy Gartman, Clay Gartman, and Christina Lakes, and Andrew Gross. Yeah, Ricky had the front three naturally there, Lexi, and then the fourth frame he did do a tap strike there.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, Williams just struggled a little bit, so they're not in a big run for cash or anything. William only shot 189, 221.
Yep.
So
watch that there.
He's just struggled a little bit this set. But the talk of it is Ricky's 900 here.
Yes. See if Ricky's about to step up, isn't he? Or
He's still in his chair. I'll let you know when he gets ready to
okay.
step up.
Yep. See here. See if Christina can clean up this spare down here. Yep, Ricky just stood up. I'm gonna once Christina throws this shot, I'll switch back over to down there.
All right, Ricky's up there getting ready to throw his
Ricky's getting ready to throw his
fifth frame.
fifth frame here, trying to get to his 900. See what we got.
There you go.
There
Good
you
ball,
go.
Ricky.
That's
Well, I tell you what, this being able to go mobile with these phones has helped out with these events like this.
oh yeah, definitely.
Immensely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I was looking. It almost is looking like they don't make that headset anymore. So
well, then that may be a bonus for us if we can get another wireless one that's similar to it,
yeah,
but
something
not the
similar.
same.
Yeah. Clay sitting here. Yeah, there you go. Clay with the front 8 tap. Which for him, I mean, anybody, it's always fun. Even if you shoot 300 and a no tap, it's still fun. It's still exciting. And I believe Clay he's hovering what, around a 190 average or is something like that? If I remember right. I mean, he's not your 215, 220 bowler. So I mean, if you're shooting 190s, you can come in here and shoot a no tap 300. That's still fun. Still a great job to shoot that too. I mean, him and his dad are on pace for a 568 here, which would give them a 599 for the game if they can finish this out.
Clay averages 184.
Oh, 184, yeah. So I mean that's still a pretty impressive. You average 184. I mean, getting that 9 to no tap. We'll see if he can get the 9th frame here.
Ricky's also stepping up here. Just
Yep.
you can keep a hold of that 9th frame. I'll let you guys know what happens here with Ricky.
Yep. Oh, he's getting that. Clay gets it. I'll jump back over to Ricky real quick. So we were able to do that. Let's see Ricky's shot here. There you go.
Take it. Take it.
Take that. So Ricky's still going down there. 6 to go for him. Andrew's sitting up here. Andrew's still going, pulling strong. See what he can get to for, like I said, they could still manage to pull off the 599, which would actually push them ahead of Brad and Ty, because that would give them a 1636. So that would put them into the caching numbers as well, potentially. So we'll have to see what happens here. Andy doing what he needs to do to finish this out. It'll really just come down to Clay.
All right, here comes Ricky stepping up for his attempt in the 7th frame. He's got front 30.
Andy, so now they could still get to 598. Andy missed the last shot there to get himself to 267, I believe, or 260. See what Ricky can do here. Get in there, ring hook. There you go.
31.
31 for Ricky. We'll jump back down here, see if Clay can finish it out. And he got himself to 266. Which again, yeah, that'll actually. Oh, that's right, 266. So that'll drop them. They could still shoot 597 with their handicap, which would still put them at 1634. You can see Clay. He's taking a few deep breaths. He's still even a little nervous on this, even with it being no tap. It's still fun to be able to say you threw it. Oh, it came up. Oh, he got lucky. Came up high.
This is good experience for the young man. This is one of these
Exactly.
days
I
when he
mean,
actually gets into this
yep,
spot, he can this is something he can work back toward, how he felt,
yep,
how he handled that pressure.
exactly.
And like I said, it's still fun to watch. You can tell this means something to this young man.
Oh
So
yeah, he's looking. Like I said, when I was watching him, he's taking a bunch of deep breaths. He's doing that. I'm jumping back over to Ricky here, who is going for his
8
eighth
in a row,
frame,
front
8 in a
8.
row, which would
Put him at 32 strikes in a row if he can get this one.
Yep. There you go.
And
Got another one. Yeah, that's Ricky's going for our second 900 of the weekend. Yep.
of the day.
Of the day, yeah. Of the shift.
Right. This has
we
been
went
it.
we went
So
3 shifts yesterday without a single one, and then we might have 2 in the first shift of the day. Nope.
So what are we still working on with Clay down there? He's still got 10 or
Yep, he's at 10. He's stepping
getting
up
ready to
for
throw his
number
11?
11 right now. I mean, like I said, you can definitely tell he's taking a lot more time at the line than he normally does. He's taking that
Big
deep
deep
breath.
breath.
Yep. See what we can get. Oh. Yeah, the last one he pushed and pulled it and got it a little high, and so that one, like we've seen many times, you miss one in, you're gonna push the next one out most likely because you just overthink. You're like, don't pull it, don't pull it, don't pull it. Still a great run by him. That's still going to be a great game if he can go ahead and, well, try and clean this up. Even just get 3 of them. That'll still get him to 285. Oh, why not? Go ahead and make them all 286. So that will get them. I think that still is enough for them to
Take the lead for the day.
for the pair.
Election.
And yeah. So 6, 4,
Okay, good game by that
12,
young man.
5, 2, 5, 552. So 583.
Right. We got Ricky stepping up here down here. He's got going for his 9th one in a row this game for 33 in a row.
Yeah, Clay just back saying he was nervous on those last couple shots. We saw, we noticed. Get it, Ricky?
Yeah.
There you go,
We
Ricky.
can tell.
We saw. Oh yeah, that's what Wade was saying too. Is I mean, even if it's no tap, I mean it's his first one, but that'll give him experience for when he's doing a real one. Yep. So we'll go ahead and keep it down here on 19 and 20 for the rest of the time. Now that 9 through 12 are finished. Like I said, oh yeah. I mean, Andy and Clay did get to 16-20, which was just 8 over. That puts them right on that cashers line potentially.
Yep.
So we'll see about that. See if that holds up. So they've got that's the caching line right now. It's paying 1 and 10. And they had 80 entries. Yep. So we'll see. Ricky
I'm gonna try to get the camera up just a little bit higher. Sorry, guys.
Oh wow, it's an earthquake. Oh wow. Oh Willie just left the whole wreck. Oh.
Well, that's the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yep.
Yeah, to say William has struggled a little bit this game or this set.
Yep.
That sums it up right there.
Hey, got this. Oh no, it's it's not a spare. Never mind.
That does not count as a spare.
It should. That should still be a spare. You hit 9 over when there's 10 up. It should count. Yep. If 9's a strike, 9 should be a spare. If the second shot.
Yeah, sorry, no.
All right, we got Ricky coming up here with the 33. Let's see if he can get these last 3. Be number 2.
There you go, Ricky.
2 more. 1 down. Yeah, like you said, imagine how many times Ricky and Andrew caught each other in brackets if they were in them. Make it real fun.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to move this one more time.
All right, let's see if
that
we
should
can
be a better angle. See if that keeps Ricky from walking in front of the line. Oh, of course, he posts that one.
Oh,
Get it,
fall,
get it.
fall, fall.
Oh.
Ah. Yep. Just missed it.
Yes, he is.
Oh. All right, guys. So that will
Ricky's going to
finish
end
it
out
off.
with a 888.
Yep.
Somebody run and go play the pick 3.
Yeah. Suing. Yep. Cleans that up. So that will be the second. That is the second highest series of the tournament so far. Because we had 887 from JP was.
Yeah, somebody go
second.
tell Ricky at least he beat JP 4 by 1.
Yeah, there you go.
JP shot 887.
Yep. All right, guys, that will do it for the first shift of today. We will be back again probably at this stage. I'm going to say we're probably looking 12:45 to 1 because we are going to have to oil, and that's going to take a little bit to get that going. So we'll see you guys back here. Look for us about, like I said, about 12:45 to 1 o'clock.
All right, see y'all.